So I'm here now in one of my favorite places to photograph. And in this area, I love paddling around and looking for those, what I call intimate waterscape scenes. And what I do is I look for maybe some grasses sticking out of the water, little mangrove trees, they're all over the place. And I like to find something that I can isolate and use the water as negative space around them. Sometimes there's clouds reflecting in the water, and I can use those clouds to compose an image. Other times I might create ripples in the water and add those to the composition. I just love the simplicity of those scenes, and I'd really like to show you how I capture them. So in order to capture those intimate scenes on the water, I need to take three things with me in the boat. The first thing is the tripod. I use shutter speeds that are relatively slow, so I want to make sure that my camera and lens is stable. So I have my tripod. The other thing that I have is a lens, a telephoto lens, that allows me a long focal length. Okay, so it's also a zoom lens, so it's a 70 to 400, and it gives me a lot of versatility as far as how I can photograph. And this is important because once I have a subject that I want to photograph, sometimes I have to move away from it, sometimes I have to move closer to it, depending on the reflections and how I want to compose that composition. So the zoom gives me that versatility. Okay, so this is the second thing. The other thing that's important is that I have a gimbal head that I can attach my telephoto lens to on the tripod. This instead of a ball head. If I use this ball head with this lens, what happens is it tends to creep. The ball doesn't stay in place. The weight of the lens kind of makes it move. The gimbal head, I don't have that problem. Okay, so you can see I have the gimbal head attached to the tripod, and I'm ready to put the tripod in the water. Notice that I have my boat stationed with two stick-it pins. I have one here and one here, and this way the boat can't drift. And I've also set up the boat so that the length of the boat is perpendicular to the direction of the lens once I get that set up. So my subject is this way, and my boat length is this way. So that allows me to take my tripod and set it right off to the side, right near me. And the mud is very, very soft here, so I have to really push. And that's why I'm not getting out of the boat, by the way. So my tripod, once I really push it in there and I know it's not moving, I can now adjust the extension and get it set to the right height where I want it to be. And I can always make adjustments once I get going with the camera. All right, what I like about this gimbal head is that you notice that I can swivel it around, and I also can angle it this way. Okay? And then there's also another way that I can adjust the lens. Once I get the lens attached, remember, the lens is going to attach to the gimbal head. I have an Arca Swiss plate attached here, and I can loosen this, and what that does is it allows me to set up on the gimbal head either horizontally or vertically. And there you have it. That's how I capture my intimate waterscape scenes from a canoe in the Big Cypress. I hope you enjoyed this video, maybe even learned something. So please contact me, my website, email. If you have any questions or comments, you can always leave here. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.